We are back at it live from Media Campus West. You know, this is almost one of the biggest hubs in the world for content creation, movies, sitcoms, television, whatever you want to do. If you're in Atlanta doing it, you're going to do it well, and you might get a tax break, too. These brothers to my right of me know all about it. The Green brothers are in the building. What's up, fellas?
How you doing, man?
Man, it's good. I told you I like the second set of twins we done had up here. You know what I mean? Even if you're not twins, you look like it.
Yeah. I got that our whole lives.
Right, man. So we got Rasheed in the building. We got Saeed in the building. They have a show, The Urbans, on Tubi, and everybody in the city is talking about it. We've seen billboards. I see it on my phone. Every time I scroll up my phone, it's popped up. One of the actors or actresses is putting up a post, you know. Everybody's buzzing about this situation. My boy Rodney Perry's talking about it. Tia done hit me 40 times about this thing. I mean, everybody in the city is talking about the Urbans, and you guys are the ones behind it. How does that feel to have this buzz going like that?
I mean, after all of the years of putting it together and then going through COVID and the slow period, and then now it just being talked about like this, I mean, yeah.
It's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Amazing thing.
Everybody's talking about it, like you said.
Right. Now, everybody's talking about it. We're about to talk about it, but we're going to rewind back a little bit. Obviously, y'all know each other for a long time, right? What is it? What was the process of you two coming together? What was that day like, coming together to decide, okay, we're going to make content. We're going to come together and be the guys putting other people together and shining the light on them. When did this start? Was this in elementary school? Y'all was the ones doing the talent shows. What was y'all doing? Talk to me a little bit.
No, it's a lot of people that know us from the music, from back in the day.
Yeah.
But we had this artist named Morinette that we were working with, and she was buzzing real good. And we had a video shot. My brother and I didn't do it. Another guy did it.
Right.
And when we got the video,
didn't come out the way you needed it.
It was cool, but we were looking at it like
had that
some
sauce on
things
it.
we can do in there that can spice it up.
Got you.
Then we started editing the video and doing our own version of it.
This was in around 06.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah. And also the director was getting a lot of advice from us while we were filming.
So basically, you was putting the video together.
That's
what happened. We can call it the way it is. Y'all put the video together.
Nah, it was just some twerks. It was just some twerks. It was just some tweaks. Not twerks, but it was just some tweaks.
Let me do this. They put the video together. All right, just between us, just everybody watching. They didn't say that. I was saying it. They put the video together from scratch.
And we liked that. It was,
So the process was nice, the way y'all guys were pinging off each other and doing it.
Right. The editing software was the same as software that I'd been using before, so I started to edit with that. And then after a while, we were like, we need to start putting together our own content, and then we started to buy. It was a few years later, but we started to buy the equipment to actually do it.
Okay. I like that. Let me hit the hype bell for that. That's why we say with artists, producers, anybody in the industry, know all aspects of it. So this way, when something happens that doesn't go, the way you want it to go, it doesn't follow your vision, right? Then you're able to get in there and say, let's tweak it this way and that way.
Oh, yeah.
And move it around.
Yeah.
So that's what's up, man. Right now we got the Green Brothers on the radio side. Y'all can't see them, but those on the streaming side at reachradio.com, you can. And we're kind of talking about their interest into this part of the business. Now, on the music side, you guys are doing things. You buzzing. People know you guys' name, but this is different. This is the movie side, right?
Yeah.
You shoot this video. You start buying the equipment. At what point do you say, all right, we're going to do a sitcom or do a movie? When did this happen?
Well, we had a short first that we did, a sci-fi short called The Campbell.
Okay.
And that started to get a lot of attention, but it was expensive. And so it was hard to do something. It was hard to keep that up like that. So we decided we need to do something that we can continue to build on.
Okay.
So we shot a 5-minute test with Langley Cornwell. She's a Lifetime actress.
Yes.
You see her a lot. We did a 5-minute show with her and took it to be viewed in front of an audience, and I mean they ate it up.
Oh man! Okay.
So we were like, after that, we said we looked at each other like, hey man,
this is it.
They're actually getting what we're doing. They actually got the comedy, and then from there we said we need to go ahead we need to do something episodic. That way we can do something and we can continue to build on it. We can do
create
one
a story.
Right. We can continue, and then we can accumulate 4 or 5 or 6 of them and sell it as a set. It was just from an economical standpoint, and the financial, it made a lot more sense.
Let me hit the hype bell for financial sense. We need that. Talk to me about, so the sci-fi was expensive. Was it the post editing or everything that has to go into it? Because I'm sure y'all had UFOs and aliens and all types of stuff going on. So
well, what it was we were writing scripts, and the Campbell was a full length script, but we didn't have the finances to make an entire full length feature length of a science fiction. I mean, that's
to put it in perspective, because when you say low budget film, that could be under $5 million.
Right.
So that's not, you know what I'm saying? So like the perspective to say the budget can get up there. You know what I mean?
Well, the way that the Campbell was written, it wasn't gonna be in the 5 million range or anything like that. We're thinking more like 30.
But he's talking about
as far as the shorts, they can become very expensive very fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I understand that. And then in the short, you can't get your full story out.
No.
Right.
And I'm sure based on the buzz around the Urbans and how creative you guys are, I'm sure it was like, we putting all of this into this little bit of time. We need something to stretch.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because the Campbell, it was probably about 25,000 that we spent on that process. It took probably about a year and a half for us to do, but that's to do that over and over and over again. Instead of just putting. That's why we decided to do something episodic.
Yeah.
That way, when we do the next one, we can still use the same name. The Urbans, the second episode. The Urbans, the third one. We continue. Then you can just have a collective set.
Right.
And do it like that.
I like that, man. Let me hit the hype bell for that. So, you guys had the sitcom. How much is it based on what you guys go through? Because you're writers. How much is it based on what you guys go through? Is it loosely based on that, or is it just something that you guys wanted to put together and show the world?
Yeah, it's loosely based on it. We own a business in real life,
right?
So, but we didn't want to have a twin concept going on. That we didn't want to do that. So we just. We changed the type of business that it was, and we made him the main character was played by me in a upholstery shop owner on a street called Urban Avenue.
Right.
And the other businesses around it's called the Urbans because it's everyone that owns a business on Urban Avenue. It's just a nickname for the businesses there. So it's a lot like our lives.
But it's loosely it's a lot of ridiculous stuff happening.
Right.
That'll never happen.
That never happens in our life.
No,
but we need to see it because we want to be entertained.
Yeah. It's some mixture of crazy.
We wanted to show a brother living good.
Right.
He's not rich, but he does very well.
Right.
So we wanted to kind of show that because you don't.
We need that.
Oh yeah.
We need he's blue collar too.
Yeah.
So he's a blue collar, business minded. He works. And you don't see a lot of that.
No, we don't. We and unfortunately, a lot of times we get those typecasts, and when it comes down to when you have even the word urban surrounding it, you get a different kind of urban. So we love to see the business. We love to see that because it's millions of us that do that. It's millions of people that do that, and make a real living.
Yeah. You never really don't see it too often.
Right. We need to see it. I mean, we had the Huxtables back in the day. Then we had Will Smith, Family Matters. We had those shows where it showed like a successful brother doing things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now we need more of that. So let me hit the hype bell for that. Y'all showcase it. That did have some tragedy. Your lead actor, untimely loss. How does that affect everything you guys are doing?
Tyler Craig.
When I heard that, I mean,
yeah.
That was like 3:00 in the morning.
Wow.
He would go on the radio and tell people in interviews and everything about the Urbans. This is before anybody even knew what he was talking about.
Right.
This was like in 2017 or something like that when we were first, maybe somewhere around there.
He was excited about it. I mean, we needed someone like him on our side, that was respected in the comedy community. That was very well known,
and his talent was amazing.
Yeah,
so, and I know that came across. You can't replace certain things. It's not just from the talent standpoint. So I understand.
He was. We were actually while we were filming the Urbans, we were already thinking about spinoffs and things with him with his own show.
Right.
Right. So that loss was it's one of those things to where as successful as the show, no matter how successful it becomes, it's kind of one of those things where you kind of
always
man,
miss it.
You miss that, yeah. But I think his legacy and his energy and just love for it, I think it goes into it. It still lives on through what's going on, what you guys are doing. So let me just hit the hype bell for that. Because y'all created the atmosphere for him to thrive in.
Oh, we were fortunate to get him a whole episode. It's not a whole lot of content of him acting, and I think that what we have, it really displays who he is. So he's in episode 3 of the Urbans on Tubi. That's airing right now. Right. So make sure you go to Tubi and the Urbans, and if you're a fan of his, which he had him all across the country, he's in episode 3.
Right, that's
and
beautiful.
1 and 2.
And but the main one where he's really sitting down the whole, because we were filming 1 and 2, but he passed away.
I got you.
In the middle of us actually filming that one.
Right, I got you, man. That's crazy right there. So, man, that's a big up to that. And just like I said, they had that love into it, man. That's what's up. And if y'all notice, that's how twins argue. They don't really argue. They just slightly correct each other. All right, man. So let's talk about the rest of the cast. Y'all got all-star people in this thing, man. How do y'all get these folks in here? Did you just start jumping on the phone, hitting your contacts, casting calls? What happened?
Well, Tyler.
Once
Tyler was in, it was kind of like a snowball effect.
Got you. Makes sense.
When they see someone respected in there, then
they
they're
jump
like,
down.
Okay, they're not going to take the fall if it doesn't go the way that they that it's expected. No one wants to be that person that's the celebrity that took the chance, but Tyler was that. And then after Tyler, Rodney Perry came along.
Yeah, shout out to Rodney. Hit the hype bell for that.
Yeah,
that's my guy, man. We did some improv together. That's my guy.
Yeah.
So Rodney.
And then Clifton was after that.
Right.
Because,
when you see Pikey.
Clifton,
you know what I'm saying? When you see Clifton, man, good dude too. Once you see him in there, I know it's going down.
It's
going down. Which Clifton did y'all get though? I haven't watched the episode yet. I'm about to today. So which Clifton am I gonna get? Am I gonna get Pinky? Am I gonna get Cuddy? And which Clifton we get?
I guess the mixture between Pinky and Ray, the character in Ray.
Yeah.
That he played. Okay. So he's a radio personality.
Gotcha.
And Saeed comes on the show. He didn't want to know what the character was like. He wanted to make up the kind of like do his own thing.
He want to build it.
Yeah, but he's kind of. He gets upset with Jay, and kind of a little bit of the Pinky comes out. It starts to come out.
Long as Cuddy don't come out, man. Cuddy might cut you, bro. From dead presidents.
Right. Yeah, I was trying to remember.
You said Cuddy. I'm like, Cuddy.
Right.
No, he's not there. Cuddy's not there.
Yeah.
What's it called? More of the Ray and what's it called?
I got you.
Pinky.
I got you, man. I'm ready to see. I'm ready to binge watch, man. So.
Oh man.
Yeah. So that's a beautiful thing. So tell me.
We have Bernadette Stanis in there too.
Oh, okay. Let me hit the hype bell. They got an all-star cast, man. You guys make sure that you go check this out, because it wasn't always glitter and gumballs. We had some issues. You starting to do production. You lose one of your main pieces. You got COVID, which halted everything. You probably had releases that were supposed to happen that couldn't happen because the whole world shut down. So tell me about working and navigating through those clouds.
It's like working during that time period. During that time period, you have to get, when you're filming, you have to get nurses and things like that attached to, because this is a SAG project.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real project, y'all. They're not just out here shooting with camera with iPhones. You know what I mean? They got SAG after, they got everything going on.
Yeah.
So you got to have your EMS on standby. You got to have your testing, right? They got to do the daily testing. You got to have all of those things in place. So you guys have a full operation going. So those are some of the things that you had to make sure were locked in.
Yeah. And at the same time, the world it slowed down a little bit.
Right.
Which allowed us, it did allow us to give a little bit more time to the project. So it didn't hurt us outside of the getting the nurses and everything. It kind of still went smooth for us.
That's good.
But man. That did make it take longer. Everything slowed down.
Right.
Getting tests.